Everything you thought you knew about the Mondstadt expansion is changing, and if you've been saving your Primogems for the 6.5 banners, you need to see these numbers before you spend a single wish. We are officially entering the 6.5 leaks cycle, and the scale of this update is honestly staggering. We're not just getting one new character or a few events. We are looking at a massive map expansion north of Mondstadt, a completely revamped Imaginarium Theater lineup, and a reward count that might actually let you snag a guaranteed 5-star, even if you're starting from 0. By the end of this, you're going to know exactly how many pulls you can expect, which characters are finally returning from the basement, and why the new Abyss buffs are about to make certain units feel like they've been injected with cheat codes. But first, let's announce the winner of the previous video. The winner is Cuberhead. Congratulations. I hope the Welkin helps and that you win the 50-50 with LINNEA. Remember, there's a Welkin Moon giveaway in every video. To participate, you just need to leave a comment with your UID, server, and your LD shop ID. If you haven't registered on the site yet, you can do it using my link in the description to get your ID. As for our monthly giveaway, just a reminder that we are doing 2 packs of 3,280 Genesis. This monthly giveaway is specifically for those who register with my link and make any purchase. Even just a single Welkin Moon counts to get you in. It's also the perfect chance to use that double bonus reset if you haven't yet. The winners will be announced in the first few days of March. Want to get more out of your Genshin top-ups? You need to check out LD Shop. It's a platform developed by the LD Player Group where you can save up to 30% compared to in-game prices. It's 100% safe and reliable. All you need is your UID and server. No passwords required. Plus, if you register using my link, you'll get 2 exclusive coupons, 15% and 5% off. You can save up to $30. Check this out. The standard $100 pack is only $73 here, and you can even grab the Welkin for under $4. The double bonus reset works here too, so you'll get double crystals on your first top-up. And get this, if you spend over $80 in a month, you can claim a free Welkin Moon on their homepage. The process is instant. Pick your pack, enter your UID, and see the crystals hit your account in seconds. Stop overpaying for your pulls. Click the link in the description or pinned comment and start saving today. Now, the biggest hurdle most of us face in every new patch is the Primogem drought. We see these amazing new characters like LINNEA, and we wonder if we can actually afford them without breaking the bank. It's a constant cycle of, should I pull now or wait for the next character? This patch specifically is tricky because the leaks are showing some of the most anticipated reruns we've had in months, including characters that haven't seen the light of day in over 1 year. If you mismanage your resources in 6.5, you aren't just missing a character, you're missing out on the strongest version of Mondstadt we've seen since launch. Let's dive into the heart of the 6.5 update, starting with the map. For years, we've looked at that blurry, low-resolution gray area north of Stormterror's lair and wondered when Hoyoverse would let us in. That time is finally here. The new map expansion is officially confirmed to sit right above Bright Crown Canyon and the Stormbearer Mountains. It looks like a mix of high-altitude cliffs and ancient academic ruins. We're seeing names like the Luyang Academy and the Central Pillar Hall. This isn't just a small sub-area. The waypoint count alone suggests this is a substantial chunk of land, potentially housing new world bosses and local specialties needed for LINNEA's ascension. Speaking of the map, there is a specific area called the Cage of Suchness and the Path of the Forgotten World. These names suggest a much darker lore than the breezy, wine-filled hills of Mondstadt we are used to. It seems this northern region might bridge the gap between Mondstadt and the regions further north, perhaps even touching on the edges of Snezhnaya, or the remains of ancient civilizations. Exploration here is going to be key, especially because the leaks confirm about 1,120 Primogems are tucked away just in chests and exploration objectives in this new zone. But you aren't just here for the scenery, you want to know who you're pulling for. According to the latest reliable leaks from Seal, the rerun banners for 6.5 are looking stacked. We're looking at Chaska, Llama, and Nefer. If these names hold up, we're seeing a massive shift in the meta. Chaska has been a highly debated unit, and her return means players who missed her initial flight-based mechanics finally get a second chance. Lauma and Nefer are the wildcards here, and their placement alongside a new unit like LINNEA suggests 6.5 is going to be a very expensive patch for anyone who likes versatile team comps. Now, let's talk about the new boss because this thing looks intimidating. Reliable sources from Hoya Music have given us a first look at the 6.5 world boss, and it looks like a mechanical, angelic construct with floating limbs and a golden halo. This is likely the boss you'll need to farm for LINNEA. It's located deep within the new ruins, and from the visual cues, it looks like it might have a high resistance to physical damage, forcing you to rely on elemental reactions. This ties directly into the new Abyss cycle we're seeing. The 6.5 Spiral Abyss is designed to sell the new mechanics. Floor 12 is getting 2 massive buffs. The first half features a 75% increase to lunar crystallized damage. This is a very specific buff that points directly toward the new Geo meta, or specifically how LINNEA works with lunar crystallize. The second half is even more straightforward, a 75% damage increase for normal and charged attacks. If you're a Nouvelette main or someone who loves using Arlecchino, you're going to breeze through this, but it also heavily favors the playstyle we expect from the upcoming 6.5 units. If the Abyss isn't enough of a challenge, the Stygian Onslaught event is returning with some questionable but very interesting boss lineups. We're hearing reports of the Radiant Moongecko, the Tenebrous Papilla, and the Frost Knight Hera. They usually come with annoying modifiers that test your entire roster, not just your top 4 characters. Which brings us to the Imaginarium Theater. The 6.5 lineup has been leaked, and it's a Pyro, Hydro, and Dendro-focused season. The opening characters, the ones you're forced to start with, include Dehia, Yanfei, Ayato, Bennett, Sethos, and Kirara. This is actually a very bad baseline. Having Bennett and Ayato right out of the gate makes the early stages much easier. The boss chambers in the theater are also getting a shake-up. We're seeing the Iniquitous Baptist and the Perpetual Mechanical Array making appearances. You'll need to save your high-damage Hydro and Dendro units for the Baptist specifically to shred those shields. If you haven't built your Kirara or Bennett yet, now is the time to start, because they are going to be your MVPs for this rotation. Now let's get to the most important part, the Primogem math. Can you actually afford all of this? For version 6.5, the estimated rewards are surprisingly generous. If you are a strictly free-to-play player, you are looking at approximately 11,080 Primogems. When you add in the 5 intertwined fates from the shop and other sources, that totals about 74 pulls. That is almost a guaranteed 5-star just from playing the patch. If you are a Welkin Moon subscriber, that number jumps up to 14,860 Primogems, which is about 97 pulls. And if you're a Battle Pass plus Welkin player, you're hitting 15,540 Primogems and 9 intertwined fates, giving you a grand total of 106 pulls. This is one of the richest patches we've seen in the 6.x cycle so far. A large chunk of this comes from the main event, which is titled When the Reef and Tide Meet, expected to give around 850 Primogems on its own. Other events like Swift Snapshot and A Scholarly Workshop will fill in the gaps with 420 Primogems each. The breakdown for the first half of the patch is especially important for those aiming for the new character. F2P players will have about 45 pulls available in the first 3 weeks. Welkin players will have 57, and BP Welkin users will have 60. If you're at 0 pity right now, you might need a little bit of luck or some leftover savings from 6.4 to guarantee a character in the first half. However, with the new map offering over 1,100 Primogems and the new offering system giving another 500 gems and 4 fates, the exploration grind is going to be your best friend. The climax of this update is undoubtedly the lore revelation waiting at the top of the Luoyang Academy. We've been waiting for a reason to return to Mondstadt's story, and this northern expansion is clearly the bridge we've needed. Whether it's the return of Venti's importance or a setup for the endgame, 6.5 feels like a turning point. We are moving away from the isolated stories of the previous regions and back into the heart of the world's mystery. In summary, 6.5 is a massive win for everyone. We're getting a brand new map north of Mondstadt, a world boss that looks like a masterpiece of design, and a banner lineup that brings back some heavy hitters. With 74 pulls for F2P players and over 100 for spenders, the economy of this patch is very healthy. Just make sure you focus on building your Pyro and Dendro units for the Imaginarium Theater, and don't ignore the exploration. Those 1,100 gems in the new map are what's going to make or break your LINNEA pulls. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe for more. Also, don't forget to leave your UID, server, and LD shop ID to enter the giveaway. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.